all the stuff on the wall, and yeah.
We have a hard out. I'm going to get yelled at. I'm just making sure.
A lot goes into that.
Well, we just wasted all that time. We could have asked it a good
you guys are ridiculous.
question.
All of you.
I can't work in these conditions. But Deshaun has posted some videos working out. Is there any update on that status and what's going on there with him, Dan, in about 30 seconds?
No, I mean, look, we saw the lawyers go back and forth a little bit a few days ago. I mean, it's tough for me to say in terms of a legal case like this what's going to happen. I guess it's possible they settle and then the league weighs in on a potential suspension. But I think we're all just waiting to see how that all shakes out.
Great stuff, Dan. Thanks as always.
Dan, you know who's number 9 on my rankings? My own team. Because they don't set me up for success. They're number 9 on my rankings.
We are.
Yeah.
We are the worst.
Darlington,
Dan Graziano on the Goodyear Hotline, brought to you by Goodyear,
rank.
helping you discover the road ahead. Goodyear, more driven. What happens when the Warriors get Clay back? We'll discuss. Oh, you heard a little bit of Jalen Hurts there. Embracing the idea of a competition at quarterback there in Philly. I mean, he's saying all the right things. What are you hearing about what's going on there, though? Is he pretty much, though, maybe even in pencil, QB1?
Yeah, obviously, yes. Look, I mean, they bring in Nick Sirianni, who has no head coaching experience, because they thought he'd be a good fit with Jalen Hurts and help him grow. They want a young head coach and a young quarterback to grow together. They didn't bring in Nick Sirianni and a young coaching staff to grow with Joe Flacco. So, no, it'll be Hurts. The intention is for it to be Hurts unless he gets injured or unless camp reveals some sort of deficiency that he's not capable of this. But we saw him play in the league last year, and he certainly is capable of it. So the issue is for him to learn the offense and to build on what he put out there last year. Jalen Hurts, the Eagles are going into this offseason and season with Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback.
Dan, just like we did with Dak Prescott, every single move, every single breath, every single day, every single week, what's going on, what's happening, blah, 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 blah. Now we're going to do it with Aaron Rodgers. The Green Bay Packers insist that they're not going to trade Aaron Rodgers today. June 1st is approaching fast. Does that change as we get to June 1st?
It would change the circumstances because if the Packers were to trade Aaron Rodgers after June 1st, it would not damage them against the salary cap as badly this year. They'd float some of the salary cap dead money into next year. So just financially and from the standpoint of putting their budget together for this year, if they're going to trade Aaron Rodgers, it wouldn't be until after June 1st. So yes, that is an important date, but the Packers do insist that they're not going to trade him. They still are trying to work toward a solution that brings him back as their starting quarterback this year. So as long as that's the case, the June 1st deadline wouldn't make any difference. What we're going to see in June is a mandatory minicamp. That if he attends it, then that's one kind of sign. If he doesn't attend it, that's another kind of sign. And then as we get into July, if he's willing to sit out training camp, if he's signaling that he's willing to sit out actual games, that's when the Packers' psychology on this will get tested. Do they believe him, and do they think that it's if he's not going to show up and play for them, is it worth trading him and getting something in return?
Our good friend Jeff Darlington was on with us a couple days ago, and he insists that the Dolphins continue to say that they're not interested in, moving their future assets and trying to acquire Aaron Rodgers. And I'm not just going to say Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers becomes available and all of a sudden Deshaun Watson becomes available, do they still kind of posture by saying they're not interested, that they believe in Tua? Do you believe that they'll continue to do that?
Well, they'll continue to do it outwardly because obviously, if you are interested in trading for Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson, it doesn't really behoove you for everyone in the world to know that. I know the Dolphins were in on and monitoring the Deshaun Watson situation earlier this offseason before all the stuff about all the legal issues that he's now embroiled in came to light. Whether that changes their perspective, I don't know. I think if Deshaun Watson became available again and there was some clarity on his legal situation and some clarity on his status with regard to potential discipline from the league, that Miami becomes interested again. I don't know that they're going to be interested in a 37-year-old Aaron Rodgers to the extent that they would be interested in Deshaun Watson at the point he is at in his career. They do believe in Tua. They drafted him very high. Their plan is to go forward with him unless some surprising potential upgrade were to present itself, and that's where I think the Deshaun Watson situation still kind of lingers on the fringe if you're the Miami Dolphins. But they can't know what's going to happen there, so they go forward with Tua, a player they like a lot, that drafted 5th overall just a year ago.
Jay? I thought Jay was going to jump in here and ask questions, so I will do it real quick here. Dan,
he's ranking the Eastern teams, I think.
Yeah,
he's hard out.
Earlier in the show.
He just let you know. We just got about 30 seconds.
Come on, Dan.
Beautiful mind stuff with all the stuff on the wall.
I feel like people have forgotten about how significant he was.
Games. So, because of their matchup with the Clippers, that also make you feel like
I still think that's a great matchup for him. I don't think that's a great matchup considering the Clippers guard play. Now, I know that they have the depth, but
wait a minute. No, they don't play the Clippers. No, I got that wrong. I thought the Clippers were going to play them, right? Don't I have that wrong?
You're supposed to be setting me up. Anyway,
yeah, you're right.
See, this is what happens.
Well,
anyway,
I still can't believe you have them that low. That's why I'm.
I have them number 6. Yeah,
I'm having a great segment. Go.
Okay, number 5.
Now they have Portland. By the way.
Portland. All right, there you go. Number 5. We'll get a chance to see it.
Tanked.
Look, 5 or 6. We'll get a chance to see it in my ranking. Number 5, the Blazers. I have the Blazers number 5.
Well, then you're picking them to beat the Nuggets.
Yes. I will pick Dame and CJ to continue that with the longs of Robert Covington, with Nurkic to beat the Denver Nuggets. I don't think that's going to be a shocker considering Nuggets don't have Jamal Murray. Here's my only question about the Portland Trailblazers. They play some damn defense, man. They're ranked 23rd in the NBA in defense. You remember that game against the Lakers? Where the Lakers,
but these
Lakers only had AD. That's it.
There's a theme, though, Jay. These teams with high-flying guards that could fill it up, none of them play defense.
To a degree. All right, that's number 6. Let's go to number 4.
Number 4.
Now we have sound again. You guys I like this. You guys are throwing me off. I don't know if we have sound. If we don't have sound, the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns. I know they finished with the 2nd best record in the NBA, not the Western Conference, in the NBA. CP3, point guard. He's been in the MVP conversation this year. Incredible. Devin Booker, one of the most prolific scorers we have in the game of basketball. A very young team. They have guys like Jay Crowder. They got guys who can lock up as defenders, like Mikal Bridges, who's long, who can shoot the 3, Cameron Johnson, DeAndre Ayton. I know, talented. Why do I have them number 4? Because they're young, man. They're really young. And yes, they have home court advantage, but we'll see if they can capitalize on that. Because I haven't seen Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton in the playoffs.
Just keep
before.
in mind, too, in Phoenix, they have almost half the building now is with capacity. So they're going to be loud in that building.
They are.
It's a while for them for playoffs.
Okay, next up,
Number 3.
Sound again. Great. We're building a consistent theme. Let's see if we can keep the sound going for number 2 when I drop that. The Clip Show. Now, I know Key's going to drop some bombs on the Clip Show because the Clippers are always going to be the Clippers. Are we going to see playoff P? Are we going to see pandemic P? I'm curious which kind of P we're going to see. Phrasing. But I'm asking you, if he is playoff P and you have Kawhi Leonard who's playing at a high level and Ty Lue, it's a strategy I don't like. I feel like they avoided the Lakers.
Really?
Well, look, it is true. But they should see the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. We could get a chance to see the Laker on LA, the Clippers show that we wanted to see, the battle for LA that we've been asking for years now in the Western Conference Finals.
Yes.
If playoff P is playoff P.
As Jay asked, what kind of P are we going to see?
Phrasing.
That is, you asked the question.
Number 2.
Hey, phrasing.
Hey.
Number 2.
Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz.
Oh, you giving them respect. I like it.
Yeah, I give them respect.
Salt Lake City, stand up.
But think about all the slights we've seen this year for the Utah Jazz. We've seen Shaq call out Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
Doesn't think he's a superstar. On national TV, by the way. And Donovan handled that very well. Because I know Kira and I would have said something. Y'all would have had to bleep me out on TNT. Look, Key just waved it because Key don't even want to waste his time with it. We also had the All-Star selection. Do you remember who were last?
Yes.
You remember Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert were last?
And why did they say it? Because when you're playing a video game, nobody picks the Jazz.
Nobody picks the Jazz.
Right.
Well, in real life, nobody's picking the Jazz.
That's real talk, though.
It is real
I
talk.
wasn't walking around with no Karl Malone and Stockton jerseys. Like, come on.
I'm
Yeah, but
just
how'd
saying.
they do, though? They would get to
they were
finals.
They would
great,
get to the
but it
finals, yeah.
Yeah,
So
they were
don't
great,
sleep
but
on
it
this
was just
team.
like-
That's why I have
Defensive
the
player
number
of the
2.
year, 2 guys going up for 6 man. They have a deep bench.